United States Senator Ted Cruz has released a Memorial Day message praising brave ham radio heroes for their public service in recent disasters in the United States, highlighting amateur radio operators' role and importance when power and cellular networks fail. Senator Cruz went on to express his personal thanks to these brave first responders for their courage and commitment, and pointed out that amateur radio strengthens our communities. The FCC has sent a notice of unauthorized operation, often referred to as a mean letter, to a man in Bell, California for transmitting on the ham radio 2-meter band without an amateur radio license, exceeding permitted power levels, and causing harmful interference. In March of this year, after receiving multiple complaints about unlicensed transmissions and harmful interference in the Southern California area, an FCC agent used direction-finding techniques and located a home on Palm Avenue in the city of Bell, California, where the agent then observed transmissions on 146.415 MHz coming from said home, including statements transmitted over the air proclaiming that Jack is back. The unlicensed operator now has 10 days to respond in writing to explain to the FCC why he, a grown man, was being such a dickhead on his radio. And now for this month's FCC Enforcement Roundup, here is the breakdown of what the FCC got up to in the month of May 2026. As reported just a moment ago, the FCC sent a mean letter to a man in Southern California for transmitting on ham radio frequencies without an amateur radio license, exceeding permitted power levels, and causing harmful interference. They modified one commercial radio station license. They sent violation notices to 6 commercial radio stations. They agreed to an $80,000 settlement with a phone company for providing phone service without FCC authorization. They issued a fine of $14,000 to a New York broadband provider for failing to adhere to oversight and anti-fraud regulations. They published their list of criminal regulatory offenses that the agency has the power to enforce, as directed by Presidential Executive Order 14294. And now the part you've all been waiting for. The total number of jail time sentences or fines issued to CB radio, GMRS, or amateur radio operators was 0. And that's the way it is. Join me again next week or sooner when I may or may not do this again.